Hey guys, what's going on? This is Eric Garcia for AOC2, term 1407. In this video, I'm going to give you a brief overview of our project 4. We basically built off of what we did last week with the event planner, except for we removed the delegate to pass the new event to the events list, and we went with the unwind segue. So jumping in, we'll go ahead and run it in the simulator, show the functionality, and then we'll go through the code. Another thing we did is we added some swipe events. For this label, if we swipe to the left, we'll go ahead and pull up the add event screen right off the bat, and then again if you swipe to the right this time, you're supposed to go back to the event screen, but here's another thing built in. If you do not enter a description, it'll pop up an alert view to say please enter a description. You can click OK and go enter that description, or if you can cancel to add the event altogether, it'll just take you automatically back to the original events view controller. In default, no matter what, it'll always default to the current date and time, not allowing you to pick anything in the past. And then let's just call this project 4. Multiple ways to close the keyboard. You can hit close keyboard, you can done, or click anywhere on the screen. And then with that information in there, you can swipe to save it. And as you can see, it'll take over with an event 4 or event project 4. And we can go ahead and add a new event if we want. Tomorrow we have our discussion for week 4, which is actually due tomorrow. We can swipe to save that, and as you can see, August 1st, discussion 4. And if you save that to the event, if we go ahead and we can close out the application here, even kill it off, and go back into it again, and it will load that default data. Using the NS user defaults, it saves that data and puts it back in there. Jumping into the code, real simple with the segues, or with the storyboards rather. Jumping into the original view controller, I went ahead and converted it to NS mutable string to make it a little bit easier to add new events. And then I took the delegate, and instead of having it a delegate, I created it as a method, so I didn't have to rewrite all that code to add the new event. So jumping in here, we can go ahead and look at that. We have it under the helper methods. I have something else I did. I broke out the code for loading the user defaults, saving the user defaults, and then this is basically the same method that was called as the delegate, but now it's just the method for this view controller, which is going through, and if there's no other events, it adds the first one. If not, it adds subsequential events with additional line breaks to make it look a little bit prettier. And these are just your standard keyboard handlers that we've showed before. And here's your additional swipe gestures. And then the buttons, save buttons, I go ahead and call that helper functions rather than having that same code all over the place. I call the save from wherever I need it. And here's the unwind method from the original storyboard. As you can see here, we send in, or I basically call the function and pass in the two parameters from the add event view controller of the event string and event date, which is what was passed in. If you look at the prepare for segue from there, we set both of those here to pass it over. With that, guys, that's pretty much what the project was. What I could have done better is definitely could have cleaned it up a little bit. I think I could have done this in a lot less code and probably break out a few more things into individual methods so it wasn't so much repetition. But other than that, it's been a great month, and look forward for things to come. Take care. Bye.